In this video, we're going to look at the Pythagorean identities in trigonometry. We've already looked at one of them, which is sine squared x plus cos squared x equals 1, and we're going to look at two more now. Okay, I'm going to go back to this diagram here, which I looked at in a previous video, where we've got a unit circle, or at least you can see a bit of the unit circle with radius 1, and then we've got an angle in here, and let's call that theta. Now, in previous videos, I showed you that this length here was sine theta, this length here was cosine theta, that this length here is tan theta, this length here is cot theta, or the cotangent of theta, that the entire length across the bottom here is sec theta, and that the entire length up the side here is cosec theta. So we're actually going to prove all of the Pythagorean identities visually by applying Pythagoras' theorem. Well, let me just remind you how we did that with sine squared theta plus cos squared theta equals 1. Well, if that length is cos theta, well, so is this. And look at this right angle triangle here. If we apply Pythagoras' theorem to that, we do indeed get that this side squared, sine squared theta, plus this side squared, which is cos squared theta, equals, or is identical to, is always the same as the hypotenuse squared, which is 1. So there's our first Pythagorean identity. For the next one, we're going to look at this right angle triangle. Okay, so we've got a right angle here because it's where a tangent meets a radius. And if I look at the three sides of that triangle, I've got 1, tan theta, and sec theta. So what that means is that this side squared, so tan squared theta, plus this side squared, which is 1, is identical to this side squared, which is sec squared theta. Now, that's cool. That's one of the new Pythagorean identities, but notice we could also have proved that a bit more algebraically by dividing all the terms in here by cos squared theta, because sine squared theta over cos squared theta is tan squared theta, cos squared theta over cos squared theta is 1, and 1 over cos squared theta is sec squared theta. So you can prove these either by starting with this one and dividing through by cos squared theta, or by looking at it on this diagram and seeing that we've got a right angle triangle here, applying Pythagoras to it, and it just drops out tan squared theta plus 1 equals sec squared theta. Okay, for our last Pythagorean identity, we're going to look at this triangle. So all the way from the center of the circle out to the edge, to the circumference, up to where the cotangent meets the y-axis and back down. It's also a right angle triangle, it's still a tangent meeting a circle. And I can just do the same thing, which is to say that this side squared, so that's 1 squared, which is 1, plus this side squared, which is cot squared theta, must be identical to the hypotenuse squared, which is cosec squared theta. And there it is, there's the third Pythagorean identity. And we've proved it using, well, geometry really, using this right angle triangle. But again, we could prove this algebraically by starting with our well-known identity here and dividing through by sine squared theta. Because if sine squared theta, if I divide that by sine squared theta, I get 1. Cos squared theta divided by sine squared theta is cot squared theta. And 1 divided by sine squared theta is cosec squared theta. So these three identities are going to be a big part of your life. So learn them, love them, you're certainly going to use them a lot. We'll be coming back to them again and again and again. In the next couple of videos, I'm going to be looking at proving new identities using these and solving equations using these. See you there.